And then after 8 years of coaching at Temple, you took the head coaching job at South Carolina and haven't looked back. You've won 3 national championships, been to the Final Four 7 times, won National Coach of the Year twice in the last 5 years. You turned that program into an absolute powerhouse. How'd you do that?
It was perfect timing. And I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know South Carolina was a hotbed for young talent. Like, I didn't know that before I took the job. I took the job really sight unseen. And a lot of people didn't know my mother and parents. My mother and father were from South Carolina. They were born and raised here in the state of South Carolina. So from a personal standpoint, I'm like, cool, I can bring my mom back and she can live out her glory days with her siblings who are still here. And then from a professional standpoint, I'm like, it was kind of hard to recruit in Philly because you got to want to be in Philly. You got to really want to be in Philly in order for you to really thrive in this space. And we couldn't get the national talent that we needed to compete in the NCAA tournament because we kept losing in the first and second round. I'm like, I got to go somewhere where we can actually compete for national championships. So I came here. It was perfect, like a perfect spot because we're in the SEC, which I think is the best conference in the country when it comes to women's basketball and football. And then we were able to recruit top level national kids who were wanting to do something different because it was the unpopular right place for some people. And when you can play off of that, we never won a national championship. We never went to a Final Four. And when you can actually paint a vision of what it could be like for them, and they really believe in that vision, it came true because of their belief in us and in our vision. And I think it's so cool that I got a chance to experience a national championship with players who really believed in that vision because honestly, it was just a vision. It was just a goal. And a lot of coaches say they, come help me win a national championship. But before you actually are able to do it, you really don't know. You really don't know. So I can say that because I coached for 17 years before winning a national championship. And I probably sold some people a false dream. It was just a dream and a vision. And then when you really understand how it's done, when you've won it, it's easier to repeat. It's easier to do it again because where the pitfalls are, the kind of talent is needed to win. And then the type of coaches you need to kind of, be those dream merchants for our players. And then with our success and with the success of our players in the WNBA, I mean, it just worked.
The recruiting sort of writes itself at that point.
It does.
And also to go after being an athlete for so long yourself and being so at such an elite level, to go then to be able to have the challenge of building the South Carolina program, I feel like is sort of that next step for an athlete to be like, okay, I'm done playing myself. Mm-hmm. I've coached for a while now at the college level, but to take it that next step. And obviously you have just absolutely nailed it, what you're doing down there at South Carolina. Of your 3 championships with South Carolina, do you have a favorite and which one is it?
Oh, wow. Ooh. I'm going to say the first one is my favorite because it was a lifelong dream. It somehow managed to allow me to thank so many people who believed in it. Like I was, when we won our first one, I had to go back and thank, and I did it by giving them miniature national championship trophies. Like all of my former players from my Temple days and my South Carolina days, I gave them a miniature national championship trophy. And on the back of it, I put a little placard that said, because of you. All of the coaches that work with me, sent them many national championship trophies. All of my teammates from college, because we never won one in college, I gave them many national championship trophies because I just felt like all of them played a part. We didn't get a national championship in college. We didn't get a national championship at Temple. we didn't get a national championships until 9 years of me being here at South Carolina. But all those players believed that it would happen during their time, and it didn't happen. So when it did happen, I wanted to make sure that they were remembered. So that's my favorite.